Hello chatters, welcome to the Gender Chat Show. My name is Adez Owankwo. Today's episode of Gender Chat Show, we're talking about why will make divorce proceedings really expensive for couples. I'm not talking about expensiveness just in terms of finances. I'm talking in terms of guilt tripping the couple, in terms of the emotional burden we place on the people going through divorce. Why do we insist that people who ain't having it okay anymore in their marriages remain? Why do we guilt trip them into staying there? Where couples have gotten to a point in their marriages where they can no longer see eye to eye, where there is now domestic violence, where there is now emotional distance between the two people. Why do we force people to stay? So what examples are we setting for the kids that it's okay for people to remain in marriages that it's no longer working? It's not, we're not even talking about people who are probably making efforts on both sides to fix issues. We're talking about a point where the both can see eye to eye on matters, on real issues that affect their families, that affect them and their children. They both cannot agree that things can work out between them anymore, where it has become violent and it has become where one party is already starving the other party of financial assistance, where I don't get it. Why do we make it more expensive than it is? If it's no longer working, why do we make people stay? Why aren't we as parents talking to our kids that it's actually okay for them to walk away? Why are we not helping the two couples sit down and help them, plot ways of settling and separating amicably without rancor, without creating so much chaos that leave the children actually hanging and hating either of the party? Why are we not the ones encouraging them to seek means of separating without violence, without anger, without animosity? Rather, we make it so bad till it gets to a point where either party can't be nice to each other anymore, where they become real enemies. People who used to be in love become enemies. So why do we make divorce proceedings so expensive? Psychologically, emotionally, financially, yes, financially, and what have you. I think it's about how we started having, counseling for divorce, where the two people can actually pour out their emotions, heal, get better, and go their separate ways. Because truly these things happen. As much as we want forever ever after, as much as we seek to always mend issues as much as it's possible, but when we see these people constantly at each other's throats, constantly at each other's neck, wanting to actually kill each other, where there is so much animosity in a relationship, where both parties really can't stand each other, we are breeding an atmosphere where children grow up in a violent environment, where children grow up thinking that's an environment that it's cool to grow up in, and they grow up having their own partners, thinking it's okay, say for instance, that their partner can actually hit them because that's what they see their parents do. We need to start doing better. We need to start encouraging people to separate if it gets to the point where they both can't love each other enough to be able to share their ideas or have the friends in opinion without getting at each other's throat, without hating one another. I mean, hate. People are actually, and there's nothing wrong in practicing separation. Yeah, for a while you could encourage couples to go separate ways for a month, for 2 months, for three months, whatever. Let them live in a bit of distance from each other. Let them test and see what it is like to be separated after marriage. That's where they get to have a sense of what it is like if they eventually choose not to come back, or if they choose to come back, they probably get to understand and share together what their experiences was like, and will be willing to work towards amending their mistakes and fixing their marriages. But it's a no-no for me when we insist that couple remain in marriages because it doesn't suit our idea of spirituality. Please, We are actually grooming kids to grow up in a hostile environment. It is not okay, it is not fine, it is not good at all. There's nothing wrong in divorce when marriage is no longer working. And the two couple can no longer appreciate each other's feelings. There's no point remaining. Where they've gotten to a point where everybody is a stranger. I mean, not just strangers, I mean enemies that they are willing to live without. So why are we forcing them to stay? Why are we insisting that they stay in marriages that is no longer working? It's better they live apart and, you know, do co-parenting and share life in a better way than staying in a marriage that is not working. Alright viewers, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to drop your comments and share your ideas. What do you think? Do you think divorce is getting more and more expensive because of how we go as society in pressuring people to remain in their marriages? My name is Adezo, and I'll see you some other time. Goodbye.